Hey Aquarius, welcome to March 2020. Yeah, let's just see what little divine messages pop up for you in regards to this month. And, yeah. Cool. Oh, well, shit. Okay. The Lovers and the Nine of Cups. So, I mean, it sounds like a dream is coming true in love. Dream coming true in love. Pretty obvious stuff, right? I mean, it's a genie. The genie's granting a wish. And what is the wish for? To be two cute little otters holding hands in love. Otters are the best. I mean, honestly, otters are the dogs of the sea. They say that's seals, but it's actually otters. Cute little puppies of the sea. And strength. Strength. It's a lion. We can talk about this, but I think the card kind of in many ways speaks for itself, right? Does it not? So, yeah, crazy start to the year for you. Or not start to the year, but kind of start. Like, the Aries season I like to think of as the beginning of the astrological new year. We have here you popping up as the star. I guess you're often the star of the show. Ten of Cups in reverse. The Chariot in reverse. Of course a little fear pops up when good things start happening, does it not? I mean, when good things start happening, you're kind of like, what? This is freaky and scary, and am I ready for this? Definitely, because all of it is about vulnerability. And being vulnerable is uncomfortable because we have to sit with some deep truths about ourselves, about other people, and we have to really be willing to do the work of healing. But honestly, healing is your MO. You're a really beautiful sign for that reason. And you are, I can talk about what I really admire about Aquarius, honestly, as a sign as a whole, is that although you're an air sign that comes from very intellectual spaces, I feel you're also always in a process of intellectualizing what it means to have emotions and what emotions are. Like, I think you still do the emotional work, is what I'm trying to say. And I think that's why you're such like a great healing source, is because you're kind of able to transmute like the chaos of emotions and kind of make them make a little bit sense on an objective level, like in terms of like what patterns are being created. So why am I going on that long rant? Well, I mean, we just have the Ten of Cups in reverse. We have the Chariot in reverse, as you can see, and we already talked about this dream coming true in love. Pretty obvious message here. So with these two in reverse, it just feels like that you, on a deeper subconscious level, have all this like programming around love, happiness, change, moving forward, kind of putting down some roots with some healing. I just think that a lot is surfacing, and what you're really great at doing is kind of keeping things cool. You're air, so you're good at keeping the chaos of this emotional realm, and you're able to kind of, I think you're a mediator is what I'm trying to say. Like, think about fire. Fire, we're dealing with a little bit of fire here with the strength, but when we think about fire, we think about like passion and like kind of instincts, impulses. And sometimes those things can get us out of control. Maybe that kind of leads to a manic energy. So with this star, your own energy present, I'm saying that you have the power to kind of like blow that out almost and kind of get it to calm down and get still. I think you're really great at finding stillness. And that might be what we have coming up here with all this. And also with water. I'm just saying with water, you're also kind of part of directing the flow of things as an air sign. So I think there's just a real general slowness around this change, this transformation in love that is occurring. But it's like, okay, I am definitely channeling divine messages because I barely understand anything I just said, and I hope that when I play this back, it makes sense, and I think it will, because I'm trusting in this process. But that's exactly what I'm talking about for you. It's like, there's a real call for vulnerability, a real call for trusting this process, a real call for, allowing for the slow, hesitant approach to all this. Because vulnerability does require quite a lot of strength. And that's, again, why I'm speaking about vulnerability a lot, is because of strength. It's like, how are you going to fall in love and have your dream come true if you're not vulnerable, right? Like, these two cards, like, yes, they tell a story, but also the theme of the story is vulnerability. It's not love, it's vulnerability. The love is born of the vulnerability. Like, that is what I'm talking about. It's like, that's what makes it deep and real and true and something you can hang on to. It's because, like, you're sharing of yourself, literally, with other people. And because all that is so deep, because all that is so intense, again, there's this call for strength. And with your own star sign, there's a call for kind of being, like, slow and steady, as well as able to get a bird's eye view, as you do as an Aquarius, and kind of see the patterns that are running underneath, so that you can kind of see the bigger picture. I feel like with the bigger picture, it'll really help with kind of just absorbing the presence of the Ten of Cups and the Chariot. This feels very much to me not like the reversals mean these things aren't there, but just that they're there, like the forward movement and change and kind of like moving it along, and the love and like the falling deeply into it. I think that it's sort of like, wait, what am I trying to say? Yeah. I'm trying to say it's, yeah, just sort of taking it in, like I'm doing now, right? Just taking in the message, taking in the truth of where you're at, which is at the very beginning of something, really. And it's just really about this healing and vulnerability. I hope, dude, this is like a really intense, beautiful energy that's going. Oh my god, dude, like literally you're fucking falling in love this month. Yeah, Two of Cups showed up for me. I mean, what kind of confirmation do you want me to say? Like, okay, so you basically found your person. I mean, that's what I'm getting. You found the person, like, that is your person. And you both kind of know it now. And, like, you're in it. Like, it just started, but it's like, you kind of know this is gonna be the real deal, tired and true thing. Again, because it's such a big energy, I think right now in March, the focus is really on just sort of the ease and slow and steadiness with which you kind of move into these really large, life-changing, transformative, deep, vulnerable, healing energies. Like, really just, I'm trying to find, like, a way of saying it that I haven't already said, just so that it really sticks with you. Just that really, it's like, think about when a star is born, right? Like, and I don't mean the bad movie scene, the movies that they make A Star is Born. I mean, like, in the universe. Like, isn't it an explosion or something? I think that, like, with that, there's something where it, like, needs to cool down as much as it's, like, heated up and ignited. It's sort of like, uh, I mean, I keep saying, like, okay, here, Nine of Pentacles and Six of Wands in reverse. I'm gonna drink some LaCroix. I don't think you want to celebrate too soon, even though it's, like, obvious in many ways what's going on. I think it's just you don't want to jinx it, because that's, like, why, like, it's like you could celebrate, like, a part of you wants to celebrate, but then you're also kind of like, I don't want to announce this on social media, for example, right now, because even though I totally believe in it, I also just don't want to, like, set bad mojo in place. And Nine of Pentacles, I feel like also you're both, whoever you're with, really maintaining and, like, focusing on maintaining a sense of independence in the midst of all this. And that's what I get with the Nine of Pentacles, is, like, even though you both are like, oh my god, this person is, like, literally, who I'm most likely going to marry. And by that I don't even just mean, like, I mean, like, spiritual marriage, right? Like, not just, like, signing a contract with the government, but, like, this is the person who, like, is here to help me complete my mission in life, my soul's purpose or whatever. Like, it's that heavy. That's why I kept kind of, like, trying to emphasize this energy here, and to say that, like, everything here with the Ten of Cups and the Chariot is, like, totally understandable. Like, it's, like, really okay. This is what I think, like, glass blowing. When you blow glass, you it's in, like, really molten, like, it's, like, really hot shit, right? Like, thousands of degrees Fahrenheit or something. So the glass is melted, and then they spin the glass. They don't leave the glass out in the cold. They put the glass in an oven where it bakes. Because if it couldn't, it needs that transition period, basically, is what I'm saying. It got so transformed in this, like, molten gooey thing that it needs, or has needed, to go in an oven at least to kind of acclimate. It's the same thing with, like, when you get a goldfish and you're supposed to put the plastic baggie into the new tank without cutting open the plastic bag open, and then you're supposed to treat the water. And I know this seems obvious, but I literally know someone who killed a fish not doing this. So the fish needs to acclimate, the temperatures need to acclimate. I feel like that's kind of what I'm getting with you and this new person, is, like, your temperatures just need to kind of, like, acclimate to one another. And that's kind of also what I was speaking to about, like, chaos earlier, is, like, there's just so much, like, because it's such a deep connection, it's, like, also all of your shit is being stirred up to be healed, probably by yourself, but your other person might have shit too. And that's maybe the strength, is, like, the strength to be vulnerable, the strength to sit with the pain and the discomfort that, like, beautiful, intense, amazing love has brought up. Because, again, there's other things to consider. Like, neither of you want to lose your independence or sense of self. So it's, like, this simultaneous kind of, like, molding and melting together into, like, this brand new substance that neither of you are totally familiar with, versus still kind of wanting to, like, have your own parts of yourselves, and to, like, kind of have that sense of your own relationship with yourself. I feel like, you know, you're not wanting to completely lose sight of you in your part of your existence without being totally lost in this other person. But there's just such an intense, heavy energy. That's sort of what I'm getting, is it's like you're falling deeply in love, and that is, like, slightly terrifying and calling on a lot of this. But it's beautiful. It's amazing. It's, like, literally, like, what we're alive for, right? And what you're alive for. This is it. Like, this is the dream come true. Oh my goodness. Like, how, like, what better cards could I have possibly pulled? It's just really cool, intense, beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous energy. Holy shit. I've just gone on and on about how great it is. Like, just, yeah. You're just falling in love. It's like, Elvis Presley, like, can't help but fall in love with you. It's like that. So, just take it easy, basically. Falling in love is a process in and of itself. It's a really deep, intense one, and it's changing your life forever. And, yeah, so there's not necessarily a need to rush. Not a need to rush, and just sort of enjoying the spread. Enjoying this moment. The times you'll always remember for the rest of your life. Wow. Cool. Shit. This is like literally the best reading I've ever done. In a year of doing them, because I'm like coming up on my year anniversary of doing tarot cards on the internet. So, good for you, Aquarius. I love you. And I'll see you in April. Bye.